Doesn't matter if the snow is falling or the wind blows and the rain is pouring. It will always be Christmas in my heart. But this year I wanna hang out with my friends and family, making angels in the sand, you and me. Doesn't matter, it is Christmas in my heart.
Good morning, you guys. Welcome back to our vlog channel. It is bright and early this morning. It is Christmas Eve, so Merry Christmas. Happy Vlogmas Day 24. It's crazy that like Vlogmas is pretty much over, but we're gonna go out with a bang, and we're probably gonna be posting a little bit more than just Christmas Day because I know that we're gonna do a present opening. I'm not sure if that's gonna be on our main channel or our vlog channel. We're gonna be vlogging Christmas Eve tonight. We're gonna be vlogging Christmas Day tomorrow. So you guys are gonna get some like continuous vlogs. So don't unsubscribe. You guys are gonna be getting a bunch of new content. But like I said, it is bright and early this morning. It is 7:30 in the morning. I've been in the kitchen since 6:45 this morning. I already washed my hands, pulled back my hair, have my apron on. I wiped down all the counters, obviously. Now, as you guys can see over here, I have all my ingredients set up. I figured it'd be kind of a cool video. It's just gonna be me most likely today. But yeah, I figured it'd be kind of a cool video to do like kind of the cooking work prep behind Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. Now, I'm not sure your plans or how you usually do things with your family. Obviously, COVID, I feel like changed a lot of things. And with me being pregnant now, I also don't want to take on too much responsibility because I didn't know how I would be feeling today, and I would hate to like text our family members like Christmas Eve or Christmas Day and be like, hey, I'm too tired, or hey, I can't do this. So I'm happy with the amount of workload I put myself up to. It's not too much stuff, and it's stuff that I'm able easily to do, but I'm gonna kind of hop into it kind of quickly because, like I said, it is Christmas Eve. Some of this food is for today, some of it is for tomorrow that I'm kind of just like prepping today so I don't have to worry about it tomorrow morning. But I also have to get ready and just do Christmas Eve stuff at like a good time and get this video up for you guys. So for Christmas Eve this year, we're gonna be going to my brother's house. We actually have it being catered, but there are certain things that we didn't order like through catering that we would still want. So my brother's gonna be like doing most desserts, the drinks, the alcohol for them, because once again, can't have that. And then my parents are gonna be on like sodas, iced tea, that kind of stuff. You guys will see all that later. What I decided that I was gonna do is I was gonna bring for appetizer mozzarella, tomato, and basil skewers. I usually make that every year. I just put them like on a toothpick. I have all the ingredients set out already. And then I'm gonna be making sauteed spinach because we didn't order any greens because first of all, catering greens is like hella expensive and it's so cheap to make at home. So I'm gonna be making like my famous like lemon garlicky sauteed spinach. And then I already went to a bakery 2 days ago. So I have all the desserts that I was in charge of. I was in charge of the jelly cookies. If you're Italian, you know. And then also the 7-layer rainbow cookies. We were initially planning on hosting, and as you guys probably heard in our grocery shopping vlog, but we decided that we're actually gonna be going to Cameron's sister's house, but I still am gonna be making the same stuff. She's in charge of like the ham, the cream spinach, the candied yams, the cornbread. I'm gonna be in charge of baked mac and cheese, mozzarella and tomato pasta salad, some corn, and then bringing like jugs of iced tea and lemonade. So we're gonna start with the thing that takes the absolute longest, which is the baked mac and cheese. I'm going to be baking it today. I'm gonna be doing everything so that this way, once we bring it to her house tomorrow, all it needs to do is just get popped in the oven for like 20 minutes until it starts boiling, and then it's just reheated. Let me know your Christmas Eve and Christmas Day plans down in the comment section, and let me know like your famous like family tradition, recipes, menu, that type of thing, because I'm definitely always down to trying making new things. And actually on this channel, I did do a video where I made baked mac and cheese for the first time, and my recipe has changed a ton because I've made it a lot since then, and I kind of like changed up the things that I like to do. So let's just hop right into it. So for the skewers, it's pretty self-explanatory. I have some mozzarella, the larger ones, so like the cherry size ones. I have some sweet cherry tomatoes, Italian seasoning, and then we have some fresh basil. Then for my pasta salad, that Cameron requested this. He literally loves when I make this, but I get these little packs from Betty Crocker. You can get them from Walmart, ShopRite, really anywhere. I get classic ones, so I use this. and then I add my own stuff into it. So I use the pearled mozzarella balls, the smaller ones. They're like easier to grab with your fork. And then I'll be cutting up those cherry tomatoes. We have some lemon juice, some Italian dressing, and then we have more stuff. Oh, I forgot the balsamic and balsamic vinegar. But yeah, so I'll be using some of the seasonings that are over there again. And then we have a big bag of baby spinach. I have this green goddess seasoning from Trader Joe's. The lid is literally like broken. Garlic that I'm gonna mince up, and then some butter. And then for the baked mac and cheese, this is all the ingredients that I use. Mind you, I don't know the exact measurements of everything because a lot of it I do eyeball, but the measurements that I do know, I'll let you know. 2 cups of lactate milk in here, which is literally this one. And then I also have 1 cup of heavy cream. They're just combined in the same step, so I just make it easier on myself and pre-portion it. And then I'll be using like a little swoop of cream cheese. I'll show you that. Then I have 4 tablespoons of butter, 3 tablespoons of flour. Then for the cheeses that I use smoky pepper Fontal cheese. You have to get this one or just not use it because literally I usually get this from Wegmans, and the last time I made it, I went to ShopRite. I didn't have this cheese, so I got smoky cheddar because that's what like cheeseologists or whoever the hell is in the cheese section said is like most comparable to this. I made an entire batch of mac and cheese. It sounds a little weird, but I'm like, all right, maybe it's just like my pregnancy like aversion. Like maybe it just smells a little weird to me. Cam came downstairs. He's like, wait, babe, did you use the bathroom? It kind of smells like farts. I'm like, no, babe, like what the heck? That cheese, I don't like smoked cheese at all, but she said it was similar to this. It did not taste good. I did not like the mac and cheese at all. This one, smoky pepper Fontal cheese. This one is fire. And then we have some rustic red cheddar, Fontina cheese, we have Munster cheese, we have Pecorino Romano, and then we have Parmesan Reggiano. And then I leave out the lactate milk because I do like to pre-portion everything, but the lactate milk is kind of like to your site. So I do 2 cups and then I always just like add a splash in if I need it. And then I have some chicken broth. I use the less sodium one because we're going to be adding our own seasonings. I use the small elbow macaroni, and then these are my seasonings. So I use Himalayan pink salt. I have some black pepper. I have some adobo with out pepper because I like to add my own. Then I have some ground white pepper, some parsley flakes, turmeric, onion powder, mustard powder, Dash's original seasoning blend, paprika, granulated garlic, and then I also have just some extra virgin olive oil to spray the pans before I put them in the oven. So I already set the oven on 375, and like I said, I did already wash my hands. I have my apron on, so I'm ready to go in the kitchen. I tied my hair back as well. That's why I might look a little bit different today. But the first thing that I do is I'm gonna be filling up my big pot. So for the water, I do like something a little bit different that I never used to do before just for my baked mac and cheese. I fill it up about like 3/4 of the way to where I think like you need for pasta. And then the other like quarter of the amount, I do the chicken broth, and then I like lightly season the water / chicken broth with some salt. So I'm gonna go fill up that right now. All right, so for the cheeses, what I like to do is I put my cheese grater into a big bowl, and then usually like when I first started making baked mac and cheese, I would like separate each cheese. It all gets incorporated, just like mix it up once it's in your mixing bowl. Like I try to make less dishes for myself, so this way in the end it's like way less of a cleanup. That's another thing I do. Like whenever I'm cooking, I'll make sure I'm cleaning up as I'm going, so that this way like at the end I'm not stuck with like hella dishes in the sink. You can use pre-shredded cheese, but for me, I prefer to like have the freshly shredded. I don't know, I feel like it tastes different when it's freshly shredded versus store-bought shredded. The only one that I'm not going to be shredding is the Munster cheese. That one's going to get cubed, and we'll only use half of the block. Okay, so now I'm gonna take a clean spoon, mind you. This was just for Cameron and I, like I wouldn't mind double dipping, but because I'm cooking this for our family, obviously I'm not gonna be double dipping. So make sure you use a spoon to taste test, and then either another spoon, or make sure you're washing in between taste tests, because you wouldn't want someone to double dip into your food, you know? So I'm just gonna taste this really quickly and see if I need to season it more. Mind you, more cheeses are gonna be added, and then also like the seasoned pasta. I think that's perfect. So I'm gonna reduce the heat to low now. Just let that simmer a little bit. I'm gonna clean up my workspace a tiny bit, and then I'm going to be, because I'm multitasking, I already washed the pot that was used for the pasta. I'm going to start boiling another pot of water for my pasta salad that I'm gonna be making, just so we're getting multiple things done at once here. Now this is gonna go in the oven. I'm just gonna put the one for our family in the oven. The other one I'm just going to cover with aluminum foil and put into the fridge for like tomorrow, or probably the next day for Cameron and I. I'm gonna put this one into the oven for 25 to 45 minutes, depending on how like brown you like the top. Sometimes I'll broil it, sometimes I won't, for like a minute or two. But at 375 I'm gonna set my timer for 30 minutes. All right, so for the pasta salad recipe, what I usually do is I slice up some cherry sweet tomatoes, and then I add the small mozzarella balls, like I said. I did 2 packs of the pasta salad, so 2 tablespoons of olive oil each pack. So I'm gonna do 4 tablespoons of olive oil, 3 tablespoons of cold water, 6 tablespoons. And then, like I said, I like to season it up my own. I'll add more seasoning once the pasta is in there, but I like to add some fat-free Italian dressing, lemon juice, onion powder, pepper, garlic powder, splash of balsamic, and then the seasoning packets that it comes with. Pasta's cooked. I rinsed it with cold water so that this way it stopped cooking. And I poured that right into the mixture, so now I'm just gonna mix it up and then taste test with another clean fork. Put it in its containers. This actually tastes better when you make it the day before, as like it allows like all the sauce and like that kind of stuff to like seep into the noodles. I just checked on the mac and cheese. It definitely needs some more time. I put it in initially for 30 minutes, but now I just added another 10. So now I'm gonna be making the spinach, and pretty much this is like a super simple spinach recipe. I kind of just like wing it together, and then again taste test as I go. So I just add in about 2 tablespoons of butter, let that melt down. And then once it's melted, I'm gonna add in minced garlic. I'm not gonna lie, probably like 10 loaves. One, because I said loaves. Cloves. Me and my family really love garlic. And 2, they were like really small cloves. So, and I'm not even gonna let that like brown or anything. I'm just gonna take the spinach. Let me wash it really quick. So I just added in the spinach. I didn't add all of it in. I still have some in the sink that I need to add in, but I couldn't fit it all. So literally all I do is I just add it into the buttery garlic mixture and then mix it up. And then once some of this like boils down, oh my gosh, this smells so good. I'm gonna add more spinach so that this way things aren't like cooking too unevenly. Okay, so now that all the spinach is in here, I'm gonna season it with a little bit of onion powder and then the Green Goddess Trader Joe's seasoning. One thing I'm also supposed to make for tomorrow is corn, but I'm just gonna make that tomorrow because that's like super easy. I just use frozen corn. I'll just defrost it, and then I'm just gonna make it with some butter, some garlic powder, onion powder, black pepper, and then that's pretty much it. Taste tested, it tastes so freaking yummy. Now I'm going to put this into the container, and then later we'll just like microwave it when we're ready to eat it. Finally, the last thing for me to make is just the skewers. I just bring this with me, and then we'll just like put it on when we're there, but this is just the last thing to do, and I'm like kind of rushing right now because I'm a little bit later than I would like to be. So this is just the tomato, and then you take a little piece of basil, and then a ball of mozzarella, done. And then I'll just fill up the whole container with this, and then I'm just gonna put some Italian seasoning on it, and then that's it. Mac and cheese is finally done. I ended up doing about 40 minutes. Sorry if you hear the tea machine working behind you. I ended up doing 40 minutes and then 3 minutes on broil, reheated tomorrow. Yum. Smells so good. I know Cameron's gonna want some, but no. But anyways, I'm gonna close out this vlog right here. Thank you guys so much for cooking with me. It is now like 9:32 in the morning, so I've been cooking for almost 3 hours now, and I am ready to start getting ready for the day. Hopefully I could squeeze a nap in, probably not because I have to edit this video and get it up for you guys, but happy holidays. I hope you guys have an amazing day with your family today and tomorrow, and a safe one, and we'll see you guys in the next lit video. Stay lit. Peace.